With the last delivery train on its way, I decided to rank my catches of these trains over the years on a tier list. So let's go. The first ever time I would catch one of these awesome trains was on September 14th, 2024 at Wyoming, where we would see the 21st and 22nd sets being delivered. So this train here was pretty decent actually, since it was the first ever time they used a double set. And right before this train, I caught CN 3115 leading for the very first time.
Oh my god! Wow!
So I'm gonna put this as good. The next delivery train would be in November of 2024 on the 17th, with the first ever EXO charger being delivered. And a very nice CN leader being an SD70M-2, but Thunder Cab. This was also a W catch, since it was a Thundercab leader and the very first EXO being delivered. Additionally, it was another double set, so with that, I'm going to put this as goated. Our next train happened to spawn in on New Year's Eve that same year, and we have moved locations to Sarnia. This was the first time I would see a single set being delivered, that being the 22-25 and 23-25 set. It was also extremely cold and wet, as you can tell from the video. This delivery was the most boring, since it had absolute garbage leading, that being the Gevo, and it was in the middle of the night, and it was super cold and rainy. With that, I'm putting it as not good. This was one of the best delivery trains, as it had CN's Grand Trunk Western Heritage Unit, 8952, leading the way, and I was able to catch it 2 times since it stayed the night in Sarnia. I caught it on March 15th, 2025. This was peak, and every foamer was racing to the tracks for it due to a heritage unit leading the way. With that, I'm putting this also as goated. It would be on May 3rd, 2025 when the next delivery train showed up, but it wasn't quite what we all thought. It was a delivery train for the government of Canada to test it out at their testing range in Ottawa. This was definitely one of the more interesting delivery trains, since it was some unmarked venture going to be tested by the government. I'm going to be putting this as good. The next one was on June 6, 2025, back at Sarnia, with a Via set and an EXO charger taking up the rear, and also with a friendly crew for once. This train was really boring, since it had the same structure as the last two with a Gevo, via set, and then a charger. With this info, I'm putting it as average. Next up was October 10th, 2025 with the dumbest delivery train there was, a Gevo and a single charger. Somehow they got cleared up to track speed. Bro, like what is this? This is going straight to not good, and it was basically some cross-continent power move. This train I forgot to record, so I asked the boys if I can use a video, and my boy Eastern Michigan Rail fan came through and provided.
Isn't
So
that
big shout out to
amazing?
him. Anyway, this train showed up on October 15th, 2025 with very nice consist. This was another good delivery train, as it had A, an M2 liter, B, an interesting load, and C, it was in good light. So with that, I'm putting it in good. The last and most recent delivery train I caught was the very first Ontario Northlander delivery, which happened on December 20th, 2025, and was being led by a UP SE70 Ace. Nice. Again, I didn't record this train, so my main man, Southern Ontario Railfan, or Strathroy Railfan, clutched up and provided. The final delivery train, and probably the best, as we finally got a UP Ace leader, and it was the first Ontario Northlander set, which I ironically saw testing on the Toronto trip. So with this, it's going in goated. Thank you everyone for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.